I wanted to jump on today and talk about high protein snacking. So, getting enough protein in our diet is super helpful in terms of improving satiety, so keeping us fuller longer. This helps with weight management, and it also helps to improve blood sugar control and regularity, as well as prevent high blood pressure. So, adequate protein intake depends on your own personal goals, but typically it's between 1.2 to 2 grams per kilogram of body weight. And this really depends on your age, it depends on your activity level, and also your body composition. If you have higher lean body mass, you're going to need higher protein to maintain that muscle. So we want to try to get optimal protein intake during the day. And the reason this is so helpful for our blood sugar control is because protein is digested more slowly in our body. So this allows our blood sugar to be more regulated. So when we're eating, for example, like a food that's mostly carbohydrate, it's going to make our blood sugar go really high, so we get a spike and then it drops lower. Now, if we're including like a protein with the carbohydrate, that's slowing the digestion of that food down, so we get less of that spike and it's more of a regulated blood sugar, so we don't get those ups and downs. And that is in response to our energy as well. So when our blood sugar is high and low, our energy responds to that as well. So learning to really balance your meals is so vital in blood sugar control, as a result, energy regulation. So a lot of people say, I have really poor energy, or I'm very tired, and this can be related to your blood sugar. So that's why we can really focus on high quality sources of foods to give you the nutrition your body needs to function optimally. When we say balanced meals, typically this is meaning including a variety of carb food, protein, color, so vegetable, fruit, and fat source will naturally lend itself in either the meat product or the dressing or cooking oil that you're using. So you want to really focus on distributing protein equally during the day, so throughout the day. And a lot of times I see people not getting enough protein, especially right in the morning time. So that's just setting us up for not getting enough throughout the whole entire day. So if we can really focus on getting enough at breakfast and then distributing protein with your meals. So typically, if this is for an average adult, this is going to be about 20 to 30 grams of protein per meal. So in more tangible form, this really means like the palm size of your hand for a piece of meat is going to give you right there like 24 grams of protein, give or take, depending on the protein source. So if you can just think of it that way, like getting enough palm-sized protein at each meal, and then including in your snacks. So high quality protein in your snacks is going to really help you get that extra protein in during the day, and distributing during the day snacks and meals. So you want to try to include a variety of plant proteins and animal sources of protein if you don't follow a vegetarian diet. So you can definitely get adequate protein on a vegetarian diet, but plant protein sources just don't have as much protein per serving. So for example, like a half a cup of black beans, which is a plant source protein, is going to have like 8 grams of protein in 4 ounces, or a half a cup, whereas like a piece of meat that's 4 ounces is going to have like 23 grams of protein. So 8 versus 23 is going to be a higher quality form of protein that you're going to get with less calories in a smaller amount of food. So that's why I just focus on including, okay, get your meat, but then add some beans to that meal, add some edamame. So what are some examples of high protein snacks? I love to add whey protein into yogurt. So Greek yogurt is a great source of protein. Add some protein powder in there as well. And then I'll even top with some nuts. So almonds or a little bit of nut butter, those are going to be higher sources of fat as well. So you're just looking at balancing your snacks. You're going to be more satisfied longer from choosing those things. And again, your blood sugar is going to be more stable, getting less of those spikes during the day by having consistent meals and then high protein snacks in between. Turkey and cheese roll-up is a good option. Eggs, so you're getting a lot of protein from the egg white, and then you're getting fat from the yolk, so that combination together is a really satisfying option. And cottage cheese, so dairy products is going to be a huge one, because so lactose is the sugar in dairy, and that's carbohydrate, but there's also protein in those foods. So milk, cheese, so like a cheese stick and some almonds. Greek yogurt and almonds and fruit is an option. Eggs, I said, and adding some nut butter to your toast. And, there's just different ways that you can you can combine things that way. So plant sources of protein are going to be things like lentils and tofu, nuts, seeds, and quinoa are some examples. But just incorporating those different things at your meals is going to be really helpful. So the main 3 takeaways are: distribute protein evenly throughout the day. Focus on getting protein right when you start your day at breakfast. And you want to make sure that you're getting quality protein sources. And including plant and animal sources is really the easiest way to do it, because you can just get a variety of foods that way and keeping you satisfied and fuller longer. So I hope that was helpful. Let me know some things that you love to do for protein snacks that really work for you. Protein bars, of course, are helpful. Make sure that they have at least like 10, 15 at least grams of protein in the protein bars, else they're just mostly candy bars. And let me know what you're doing for that. If you're watching this as a replay, if this was helpful, I love to comment back and interact with you all. So as always, let me know. Have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.